All right, first things first. It's a Shawn Mendes, Taylor Swift birthday two-parter. One looks like it's her birthday, the other one looks like it's your birthday?
They're both birthdays. The first time I ever played Madison Square Garden, there was a big radio show there, and Taylor was playing the show, and she invited me to her birthday party. Crazy, crazy, crazy night. I think I was like maybe 16 there. I walked in and got in the elevator with Justin Timberlake, Ryan Tedder, and then I walked upstairs, and the first two people I saw were Jay-Z and Beyonce, and I was like, wow, this is what it's like to be at a Taylor Swift birthday party. She brought me on stage on my 17th birthday. I looked so weird. I was so uncomfortable on stage without a guitar. I just like weirdly held myself while she had like 70,000 people sing me happy birthday.
Everybody shouting this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shawn. Happy birthday to
When I was on tour with her right when Stitches was kind of happening, so I was on tour with the biggest artist in the world, and then my song was taking off at the same time, and it was kind of just like the stars aligned. I always say like it was like the stars were aligning for me at that time. They are all the time, it feels like.
Fellow Canadian icon Drizzy.
Yeah. That was the best night of my life. That was the night of the AMAs. I met him at the awards show, and then I was not expecting from Drake at all. I had no idea. He goes, yo, I love that video with you and your boys on the street, and I'm like, something big? Like, if you know that was like my second song I ever released of all time. The most whack video of me like with like llamas on the street. It was really funny that he brought that up. Later, he had like a party. I went and saw him at the party, and it was just really cool. He was just really, really sweet, knew a bunch about me. And then we took a photo, and that, to this day, is the coolest photo of me on the internet. Dude, it's just getting bad. It's bad to know that they just get worse from here.
Psychological.
Yeah, I think something's happening that has nothing to do with the hot sauce.
So every big star has their own protection task force, you know, be it the Rihanna Navy or Team Drizzy or the Mendes Army. You'll have these fans that'll take up for you for their figurehead, but then the funny part of it is you don't really have much control over them. But have you ever tried to use the Mendes Army to do your bidding?
Definitely, especially when there's like voting award shows. They're an actual army. They just go
Mobilize
hard.
them.
They go hard, dude. And if they can vote like unlimited amount of times, if they can vote unlimited amount of times like each person, they really get the votes up there in the millions. So yeah.
So we've been trying to unite our fans. We've been trying to galvanize them under the Spice Lords banner.
Yeah,
but
good
it
luck.
hasn't gained much traction.
No, I don't think he's gonna have it. It's kids like me.
Because we can't force it on them. Is that the thing? Is it like a nickname? It just has to happen?
Yeah, I didn't come up with Mendes Army. That was all them.
The Mendes Army came up with Mendes Army.
Exactly. I don't think you can come up with it, really.
When you think back on all the strange things that fans have done to try to get your attention, is there a story that stands out?
I had a delivery to my house one day from Norway, and in the box was like these fans in this big book about how they like looked at Vines and YouTube videos to figure out the number of the house across the street from mine, the stop sign where the fire hydrant was, to kind of like triangulate which house was mine. And it was cute because they had no idea what they were doing, but the fact that they were able to figure out that really kind of stressed me out. I had like a fan show up at my door in like the middle of the winter, and she had like basically like a crop top on and shorts in the middle of the winter. And she goes, I don't know what happened. I just am lost. And I'm like, you're lost, eh? You just, yeah, like I don't know where I am. Like I'm like, oh, I see. She knew I was. I just need someone to drive me to Starbucks. I'm like, you really good? Okay, I'll drive you to Starbucks. And I was like, she had me. There was no way of getting out of it.
You drove her?
I drove her. She was really smart. I gotta give it to her. One girl, sorry. She came in and she like, it's starting to get really bad actually. She came in and she would just like burst into tears, like insane crying. At one time she grabbed onto my legs and like was grim.
An hour. está.